Hi, I'm Mark from Mark B Reviews, and this is a review of the HomCom electric radiator. Okay, so it's still in the box, just arrived yesterday. So this is actually going to be an unboxing as well as a review. So in here we have the brackets, I'm guessing, to hold it on the wall for wall mounting. We have the feet if you want to use it freestanding. Some random pieces of cardboard. And the electric radiator. Okay, so it's quite well packaged. Keep it nice and safe during transit. Lots of polystyrene and foam and stuff. It's our manual and remote control. Okay, so because we're in the UK, it's obviously a 3-pin UK plug. And the best thing about using a plug is you don't have to worry about getting an electrician out or risk ruining all your electrics by trying to fit it yourself. You just plug it in, turn it on, it's ready to go. Have a look at the manual. See what it says. Okay, so the instruction manual. Safety. That's our remote control. Okay, so it doesn't give us an awful lot of information here about how to fit these. That's all we have really to work off. But basically, these brackets are going to screw in here, like this, and the bottom two are going to attach here, like this. Pre-drilled holes, and there are a little bag of screws to attach those to this. If you're not going to wall mount it and you're going to put the feet on the bottom, the screws just go through the bottom of the foot plate here into there. And these will just go there. Okay, so if you were going to use this freestanding, that's how it would look. But we're going to wall mount it, so I need to fit the brackets on the back. Okay, so for a second there I thought we were missing something. In the manual here it just shows what I thought may have been like a strip of metal or something that screws to the wall. But it's just telling you that there's a template for drilling holes in the wall. So you just got to follow the template and that's where your holes are going to go. Okay, so that is the first two brackets put on this side, just to show you. The holes where they go in are here and here. They both seem to be the same width apart, top and bottom, so the template will match for both of them. The top one, there's a kind of round hole here for the head of the screw to go through, and you just kind of trace it up. Once you've got the two top ones on and lined up, the bottom ones then, these little tabs hang below the bottom of the radiator. So from the front, you can still reach that to screw it into the wall. The screws that you use for the back of it, if you're going to wall mount it, are these pointy self-tapping screws so that it'll catch on the single sheet of metal on the back. The other shoes for mounting the feet on the bottom would be four, as you can see the 4 holes there, where they go through, are flat at the bottom. So it's like a machine screw almost. It doesn't need to be pointy like the self-tapper to grab onto anything, because the inside of it's already threaded. And these long screws and raw plugs are for wall mounting on a solid wall, but in our garden room, the walls are actually plasterboard. So yeah, I'm going to use plasterboard anchors for it instead. I think we're actually going to mount this in this little gap here between the unit and the wall. Seems like a nice neat place to tuck it away. There's a plug right beside it there so it can plug it in. So I've got our spirit level and the template here to find our first 2 holes. I was originally going to do the holes at the bottom first, but because of the S shape on the back of the this shape here on the top of those, it'll be hard trying to line that up, knowing how far this is going to go over. So I'm actually going to put screws in the top first, hang it, and then just mark the hole, take it back off the wall, and drill the bottom hole so it lines up perfectly. So now that this is mounted on the wall, we've got it plugged in. Just going to turn it on. So you've got controls here. There you go, 22 degrees. You also got this controller here. Oh, there's no battery in this, is there? Okay, so the first thing I've noticed that might be a bit of an issue. The remote doesn't come with a battery in it. It's not a major problem. We can always get one, but you can't use the remote for now, so we're going to have to just use this. So 22 degrees, you can turn it up here or down here. To be honest, I'm not really sure what I'm doing here. I can feel it starting to heat up though. I think it's time to refer back to the instruction manual to see what all this means. I think that's all information about the timer. Yeah, it's actually getting pretty warm to be fair. I'm going to turn it down a bit. It's too much. So overall, I think it's quite a nice looking machine, nice and sleek. Not a lot, going on really, just more or less plain. Maybe wouldn't have had this printed on it personally if I could choose, but I understand why it's there. All your controls are here, easily plugged in. There's a decent bit of heat coming off that now. In a room like this, I don't think it would take long to heat everything up. Seems good for what we paid for, to be honest. I hope you find this review helpful. If you did, remember to smash the like button and subscribe to the channel for more review videos coming soon. Until then, I'll see you in the next one.